All right, well, welcome to another episode of the Jumping the Rail podcast here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Reb coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And Minderz, you are not in your usual podcast studio this week.
I ran away.
Off to Florida you go.
I'm in Florida,
Indeed.
hanging out by the pool, enjoying the canal. You know what we saw yesterday?
What?
We saw dolphins.
Nice.
It's so cute. We saw dolphins.
Well, I can't say I'm not jealous that you're in sunny Florida, but
yeah, you say that. It's like 105 here with the heat index. It's a little warm.
Yeah. Well, Minderz, we have if it's not one, it's the other. If it's the shootout, we have like 5 indie shows on a weekend to talk about. Today we got 3 different pay-per-view caliber shows to talk about from this past weekend.
I am not back in Marvine's. Bite your tongue, Scott. You will. Yeah. We're going to get him down here next year.
Yeah, I'm not going to say we are coming, but I'm trying to talk Stacy into taking a drive next year going to Florida. But
hey, if we do that, we need to get the other house then. This house isn't big enough for all of us.
Is that a threat?
No, it just isn't.
It might be a long shot on my end, but one of these days we want to make it down there.
There's only 3 bedrooms here. You can only have so much.
That's true. I will sleep in my car. All right. Well, anyway, Minderz, I'm worried that you've gotten too much sun while you've been down there, so I think we need to check your brain.
I've had quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I already have some burn marks.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure we can check your brain, see that everything's still functioning properly.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, it is time for Name That Wrestler. Minderz, you know how this works. I show you a picture, you guess who it is. It's not that hard. So
you say that.
I say that. This might be an easy one for you, but we'll see.
I'm really confused. I need to send you something.
Huh?
I just got a message. I need to send it to you.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sean, stop it. We're not there yet.
We will be discussing NXT, and we'll be doing it with a friend. But
we will be.
Anyway, Minderz, are you ready for this?
Do I have a choice?
Well, no, because
okay,
technically you do. You could delete this before I show it to you, but that wouldn't be sporting.
I wouldn't do that to you. Come on now.
All right. Well, anyway,
hey, but guess what? My mouse works now.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, real quick about this picture, it is a color photo of a current wrestler.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw it up, and I don't think it will take you long to get this at all.
That's Otis.
Yep.
That has to be Otis.
If you thought he looked like a thumb now.
The no neck gave it away.
Yeah. Not a neck to be found on that poor son of a bitch.
No neck. Wow. Okay. I got that one real quick. That was good. Thank you. Thank you for taking an effect that I've been in the sun for 3 days now.
Oh, is this what you sent me that was confusing?
Yeah. There's somebody on there. Or actually, there's somebody that's not on there.
Now you're making sure.
All right. Well, I'm sure this dead air is riveting by listening to it on the podcast.
All right. Well, Minderz, I'll look at that later. In the meantime, we have Hoots and Judy's to discuss.
Yes, we do.
Let's see. Hang on. The second half of this question, Sean, I don't know. That is
wait. Yes, she is. I can say yes.
Oh, wait, yeah. She's in the Chicago show.
She's at the Berwyn show, yeah.
Yeah. the all-lady show.
Yep.
All right. Anyway,
Can
Minderz.
you read this?
Minderz, God, before I can finish typing Otis, it ain't that time-consuming of a name to type. No, it really isn't. All right, Minderz, let's get into Hoot of the Week while we can.
Yes.
I
While
will
I
go-
still have daylight.
Yes. I will go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with the brand spanking new TNA heavyweight champion, Trick Willie. He surprised a lot of people Saturday night on Sunday.
Sure did. He
I almost
surprised
said that.
me.
Yeah, I didn't think that he was gonna win, but he sure did.
Well, like I said, I thought he was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to win on an NXT show. That was where the difference came in.
Yeah, I mean, I get that he did it on an NXT show. That's going to make it that much sweeter when they get it back on a TNA show. But we'll talk about that.
Did you see? Okay, we'll talk about later. Nope, go ahead. We'll talk about later.
All right. But yeah, I enjoyed the match with Trick and Joe. Good finish.
Yes.
They had fuckery without making it clear it was fuckery.
Exactly. And it wasn't the fuckery I thought it was going to be.
Right.
So.
All right. Minderz, your hoot.
Oh, yeah. My hoot. Yeah, I know. Pot stirrer. I know. So I went to WWE Raw last night because there was somebody that was sitting with a shit-eating grin the entire freaking night. That would be one Finn Balor. He is getting my hoot of the week. Look at that face. Tell me that is not what I look like on a daily basis.
On a good day, yes. I think this needs to be a t-shirt. Just that face.
I think it does too, because watching all of that go down, that was so fun. So fun. Yes, Finn Balor is
a guy who's proud of his work.
He is. He's very proud of it. He's very proud of it.
This might get picture of the year.
I love that picture. Like I said, there was nobody else I could pick, honestly, because if you're going to do a shit stirrer, Sean, hold on. We're getting there. If you're going to do a shit stirrer, right there.
Yeah.
Right there. You may think I'm a pot stirrer, but...
Oh, that wacky Finn.
The background's kind of beautiful. I love the background.
It's bouncing off of your hair.
It is. It's making it look really orange. Although it's purple underneath, see?
All right. Well, let's move on to Judy's here. Our good Judy of the week here. And I'm sticking with NXT for mine. I'm going with Stephanie Vaquer. Really good match with Jordynne Grace. Not surprised she won, but I like the way it went down. It was a good match.
It wasn't obvious, and that's what I liked about it.
Yeah, because it could have been either one of them.
It really could have. AJ said you guys had the same Hoot and Judy this week. Well, I'm pretty sure nobody had my Judy this week.
Probably not.
It's
Mother Judy.
It is. I went to Saturday Night Main Event.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to see the other half of our Judy Martin. Miss Leilani Kai. Look at her. Doesn't she look so cute?
She looks great. She's been having some health issues here and there the last couple of years.
So the fact that we got to see her there and it looks like she's just having a blast. Mm-hmm. I had to give her good Judy of the week.
I'm good with it. We do like our glamour girls here on the Jumping the Rail podcast.
Well, I mean, if you look at the other people I had to pick from, I mean, the only other one in all honesty, I could have gone with is Jordan or Sol Ruca.
Sol Ruca was an option. I think Zelina Vega was an option.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it. But...
we'll talk about that later.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get to our stooge, Minderz.
Yeah, who did you pick for stooge? I'm really curious.
I'm glad you asked. It's It's from the AEW pay-per-view and
No.
the media scrum afterwards.
Oh, I didn't see the media scrum
Okay.
afterwards.
Well,
I'm actually just now trying to finish watching the end of AEW so I could talk about it.
so I don't know if the AEW talent carries their belts with them everywhere, or if they keep them in a road case like WWE does with their TV belts. And then, but
Oh, I know what this is. I know what this. I saw this.
And I'm going to show a photo from the media scrum, but he did have the same belt on the pay-per-view, which I think was the kickoff show.
Okay.
But Bandito, the Ring of Honor World Champion, if you look really close,
Didn't I say tag team?
that says World Tag Team Champion. So either he lost his luggage and the belt was in it, he forgot the belt at home, or somebody in the back gave him the wrong belt.
Quit making excuses.
No, I'm speculating why this happened. But do you think Triple H will let somebody go out there with the wrong belt?
No. Triple H would never let somebody go out there with the wrong belt.
Sean, the wrestlers have they have a version of the belt they take home for like when they make like appearances, like meet and greets and house shows and whatnot. But on TV, they have the really good quality belts that look really good on TV, and those are stored in a road case.
AJ's got a stooge.
Penta. Oh wow, the way he dropped Gable on his that looked bad.
That looked real bad.
Speaking of that, also the way Mercedes pinned Jamie Hayter at the pay-per-view looked borderline dangerous. Oh, whoops!
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we'll get to AEW when we get to AEW. But
hopefully it's the last thing.
Yeah, because we are going in chronological order. You look concerned.
I'm watching AEW.
That can be painful.
Yeah, I'm real confused. Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, Minderz, let's start off with it's weird. We don't have an LFG review this week.
We don't. Although, can I talk about something from?
You may.
Did you know that Jasper Troy actually confronted Oba last week on TNT or on NXT?
I did, and he's got a match next week. He's
this
making
week,
his debut
tonight.
Today, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes.
It's kind of a house fight.
It really is.
And we'll have more to say about Oba when we get to our Battleground review. But
yes.
But since we don't have an LFG review and no Squared Circle Expo updates, which kind of cuts into our usual first 20 minutes.
Did they announce the date?
Not yet. I think they're holding off until they announce the new date for WrestleMania, if it's changing.
Okay.
Because as we know, New Orleans is not hosting WrestleMania next year, after all.
Correct.
All signs are pointing to Vegas again.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. It does to me.
It reeks of TKO.
It does.
It's got Ari Emanuel's fingerprints all over it. There were some people saying they thought it was going to go to London. Some people were saying Saudi Arabia.
They're already doing Royal Rumble at Saudi Arabia. They're not going to do WrestleMania there, right? They're not going to do it next year. I'll put it that way.
No, but when they announced the change in venue, I was wondering if the Prince ponied up some shekels to TKO.
He might have. Who knows?
But then I also heard people saying that maybe they were going to do Indianapolis, since technically they have a WrestleMania due to them under their deal. Which that'd really suck for us Expo goers if we all of a sudden found out there was no Expo.
No, not really, because
then we just go to all the indie shows.
We'll just go to all the indie shows. That's our plan.
Yes.
If Indianapolis gets WrestleMania, we're going to all the indie shows. I'm going to every single PCW show.
I'm considering buying one of those short buses, and then anybody that is in our listening area that wants to go to the indie shows, we'll just pack up a bus full of people and just drop them off in the middle of the city.
We'll rent like an Airbnb and go from there.
Well, I'm thinking let them figure out their accommodations, but we'll get them there. Drop them off in the middle of
Okay.
Indianapolis, and then
Meet us at this time on this date. We'll
right.
take you back.
Well,
Yep.
yeah. But anyway, that's just a pie in the sky hope, I would say. I can't afford a bus.
We can't afford a lot of things. All right, let's
This
move
is where
on.
your Patreon dollars come in handy.
Please subscribe to
Subscribe
our
to Patreon so we
Patreon.
can buy a bus.
Please.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Minders, we had a lot of fun. We jumped on the Mad Bash Spot Show this afternoon.
We jumped the
About an hour and a half
rail.
before we started this one.
I was half an hour really because we did paid show too. So we just got done half an hour ago.
Yeah. And our buddy Dickie Wabash is going to return the favor. He's going to jump on with us here in about 15 minutes or so.
Because we got a little, you know what? Do you want me to message him and be like, hey, jump on now?
Sure.
We're through all of our normal stuff. Let's just do that.
We just have to get through our recaps. But
okay, but you got to talk.
In the meantime, yeah, I know. In the meantime, Minders, while we're waiting, what did you think of Saturday night's main event?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, you also have to understand I dealt with some of the traffic.
Oh, yeah, because Tampa. So, do we have the same highlight of the show?
Huh?
Did we both have the same favorite moment from the show?
R-Truth coming out in old school John Cena?
We did not. Okay.
Oh, that was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
Or was yours Bronson Reed?
Mine was Bronson Reed.
Okay.
I love me some Bronson Reed. It's cool that these joined up with Heyman. Kind of makes sense.
Well, and we talked to it because I think he was actually one of our suggestions of who should join Seth Rollins, but we didn't know if he was cleared yet.
Right.
That was our biggest thing. We didn't know if he was cleared yet.
Yeah, I like the wrinkle that it's because he beat the shit out of Rollins 6 months ago, and now he's his muscle.
Well, I'm not sure I like it, honestly, because of Breaker. I feel like they're gonna.
In fact, they got two guys named Braun.
It's gonna get really Bronson and Braun. This is gonna get confusing, and I have a feeling they're gonna bump heads before this all. I already see it coming.
I kind of want to see them go for the tag belts.
That would be okay. That would be okay.
And I'll tell you what I would like to see. I'd like to see it like in a promo where Bronson just basically gets in Seth's face and says, "I don't like you. I never liked you."
Right.
Paul's paying me a lot of money to watch your
back.
But
I like my spot. Yeah, I don't like you, but I like my spot.
Sorry, I'm distracted by Adam Page's hair.
Who isn't? Dickie said give him 5.
Okay. Also on main event, we had Cody came back. He made a run in at the end of the main event. A big pop from the crowd when he came out.
Here's the thing. I kind of like this. Because you have John Cena that's told everybody that he's going to kill wrestling.
Uh-huh.
Then you have Cody, which wants to preserve whatever wrestling
he wants to be the hero.
He wants to be the hero. So I'm just waiting now for when he gets the belt back. Turns heel. And we get Homelander. Hold on, he's coming. He's coming. I would call you your shoot name, but I'm not going to.
What did you think of the cage match? Priest and McIntyre. And more important, what did you think of Jesse Ventura on commentary?
Oh, that was great. I love Jesse on commentary.
Jesse was yelling at clouds at the end of the match.
He was. I love Jesse on commentary, though.
And I don't think he was saying like he forgot that was an option. I think he was more saying that
He's taking the
shouldn't do
coward's
it.
way out. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's taking the coward's way out. Yes, we know, Sean. We will get there. We know it's coming back.
As you said, Jesse Ventura said what I've been saying about winning a cage by escape for years. I still think the escape clause is ridiculous. I think it should just be a pinfall or submission in a cage.
I agree. I think it should be the same.
The old NWA rules.
Hey, look, we got Bari, we got Kevin, we got Sean. Yep. wait, do you see this one? Oops, that's not the one. That one.
Oh, little Jimmy. Somebody called in the Busted Open suggesting Truth should turn heel on Cena, but that's
I did hear that Drew's taking time off.
Yeah, I think he's got some injuries. He's going to heal up.
Which I don't blame him.
No, he's not involved in any high-profile stories or anything. I think he can afford to go away for a bit.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. It ain't going to hurt him then.
Barry's
Hi, Kevin.
For the win sporting the Malcolm X hat. I think he wore that hat in WCW too, with the jacket, because he had that fringy leather jacket thing he was wearing.
Yep.
But overall, a good main event. We talked about Zelina Vega over Chelsea Green.
Okay, I was not a fan of that match.
She slipped a little bit on that 619, didn't she?
She did, and she
popped her, but good.
Busted open Chelsea.
Yeah,
because her nose was bleeding like a stuck pig.
Yeah, it just says I don't mind a win by escape if it's a chicken shit heel that wins that way. True, I agree.
Right.
Like if the Miz won that way, I'd just be like, that makes sense. But yeah, your big strong baby face probably shouldn't be going through the door.
Probably not. Although I did enjoy the fact that I did like how he looked back before he stepped down on the floor.
Yeah.
I really thought he was going to go back in, but oh, do we have a guest?
We do. He's our honorary third man, Minderz. Vicky Wabash. I feel like we just saw you not too long ago.
Oh, this is the part where I pretend like I didn't just talk to you guys for an hour.
Right?
How's your day been? How's your day been?
Well, Minderz looks she's had a rough day.
Terrible.
Oh, that's terribly rough day. Can't you?
I know, it's so bad. So bad.
Well, Reb and I are both sitting here trying to watch the main event of AEW, so we have something to talk about later. But
the which one?
Ospreay and Paige.
Okay. I've only seen highlights of the AEW show. I didn't watch it live.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Reb.
Yes.
Dickie, we have good news for you.
Yes.
But I think we made the announcement on Mad Bash Paige show.
Spot
show.
Yeah. So let's break some news ish.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Play it.
Look at that.
That's why I do the premium package.
Do we get to say it, or do we just get to say that we announced it on the spot?
No. There is a very special announcement that is going to be made, that was made on the Spot Show podcast, that you will be able to hear Wednesday if you are on our Patreon, and Thursday to the general public. And this is going to be one that you guys aren't going to want to miss. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And actually, we've decided that we're also going to announce it next week.
Okay.
On our show. So,
let's do it.
We're going to announce it next week too.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not trying to be like a podcast hack or anything and like try to tease too much information, but
it's a good one. Minderz did some serious networking for this one.
Minderz did good. Minderz did
mother of all Minderz gets.
This is a good one, kids.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I am extremely excited about this one.
Yeah,
I think we all are.
I absolutely am.
I think we all are. We're gonna be joined when this happens. We're going to be joined by Dickie and Madrox.
Yeah, Madrox will be there too. Yeah. We talked about it on Spotski, but I mean, do we officially unveil bashing the rail is a thing now?
That's true.
Bash the rail is a thing. It's
Bash the rail is a thing.
We need to. Okay, so let's get the branding.
Oh,
Is it going to be?
Look, it's up in the corner.
Is it going to be So it's bash the rail. I've been saying bashing the rail. This is why we need to have these. We need to have these development meetings off camera.
Bash the rail, because that makes the most sense to us.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure, yes. Let's go. Bash
all
the
right,
rail.
Reb. Do we? There we go. Look at it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right,
we got to decide how we're going to distribute the funds from the T-shirts.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later, brother.
So, all right. Do we want to get into NXT?
Let's.
I think we should.
Let's get into NXT.
Because Dickie actually watched it.
I know, right?
I had nothing going on Saturday. Plus, I kind of got it. Oh yeah, Shanker. Shanker knows what's up.
Shanker.
The Undershanker. Yeah. So we have of course the spot show PLE draft that we're doing. So we drafted a couple people from NXT. So I was like, I should probably start paying attention to NXT a little more. So I tuned in. It's the first time I've watched anything NXT since probably the first episode of 2.0. And I was just like, no, I'm out. I can't do it.
Yeah, no.
And I've just not been back.
Yeah.
Well, and they've gone back. They've gone back to what it was before 2.0.
I did,
which I'm so thankful. I am so thankful because what it was before 2.0 is so much better. Dear Lord, it's so much better.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
All right, Reb.
100%.
All right, hang on. Let me get our rating system ready.
Oh, yeah, we got to get our rating system.
Okay.
We have our rating system. So 1 is bad, 5 is good.
Yeah, it's essentially...
No, 1 is good, 5 is bad.
Backwards. 1 is good, 5 is bad.
Okay, so it's kind of like we do the reverse of that on our Mad Bash scale. So I'll have to rewire my brain.
We have side eyes. So it's more of a how many side eyes are
it's
you
like a star rating, but more fun.
Backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. He has Lithgos, I have sugars. This is how it works.
Study the product.
First match
was the in North American Championship, Sol Ruka versus Kailani Jordan.
I'm going to give this one 4 side eyes.
That's bad.
No, 2 side eyes. 2 side eyes. 2 side eyes.
And these people don't even understand their own rating system. What am I even doing on here?
I'm on vacation, damn it.
This is Dan Malenko all over again.
Dan Malenko, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. Yeah.
2 side eyes because I really enjoyed this match and I love that soul snatcher at the end.
Oh. I am also going to go. I'm going to go 2 Lithgos. And
that's me in 30 years.
It's probably me in 30 years.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good match. The finish looked cool, but my only issue with it is Sol always looks like she's trying to be too. I'm trying to think of the nice way to put that. It's sounding like a.
Say it.
It looked rehearsed. A lot of the spots.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have that comment for some other stuff later. So.
I gotta come up with what my gimmick is now. I don't know if I
Madroxes.
Yeah.
Madroxes. How many Madroxes do you give it?
Madroxi. 1 is good, 5 is bad. Right. I'm gonna give it a solid 3. It was fine. My complaint with Sol Ruka is I get that we're doing this whole people are wrestling in sneakers and stuff now, but it's like you have good gear, so why are you rocking Vans? It just I didn't dig that. The gimmick off the top though was pretty solid. I really enjoyed that. It was just it was fine. It was a good way to open, I thought.
Yeah, it was a good opener.
Curious about the Zarya stuff because Zarya interfered for no real good reason in that match when she pulled the referee.
Yeah, that was weird. That was like blatantly in front of the referee, and it was like, huh?
Yeah, I
What
feel
we
like
doing?
I think that's going to be building to something.
Weezer. Let's go.
Sean says Kalani is really good. She really is. She's one of my
She
favorites
is
in that
good.
women's division.
She's going to be something special, I think. I think you can tell right now they're really trying to push Sol Ruka a lot, but there's always that one that you kind of expect, but at the same time it's like, do I fully expect it? I expect kind of big things.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is that there is no better women's division right now than NXT.
Agreed. I would agree.
The next one would be TNA.
I was going to say TNA's up there.
TNA would be the next one, but there is nothing better right now than the NXT women's division.
Yeah. So was Tony D and Stacks the next match, Minderz?
That sounds right.
Hang on. Sean, does Zarya turn on Soul? I think so.
Eventually.
I think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Not for a while, but
not for a little while. Zarya but it's going to happen.
Zarya either is the reason Soul drops the belt, or she's the one that takes it.
Yep.
All right. So Tony D and Stacks. I actually really like this match.
I did too.
I feel like we haven't really got to see just how good Stacks is until this match.
Even though you won on this one because you had Stacks, I had Tony D. But
yeah,
I like this match a lot.
You gotta wonder where Luka.
Although I feel like Tony D has, I feel like Tony D has already established himself as kind of a badass for the simple fact he was the one that beat Tommaso Ciampa.
He beat Oba.
So he's already established that he's.
Oh, that was dumb. Sorry.
What? Oh. I know what you're watching.
Dickie, what do you think of Tony D'Angelo and the mafia gimmick?
This match did nothing for me. This match was boring. Here's one thing that I noticed is Dickie soapboxes here right now. There's a major flaw with NXT that I am noticing, and it's that clearly a lot of these people, I mean, with the exception of like Stephanie Vaquer and like Jordan and like all these people that have been around for a while, a lot of these people aren't ready for these spots. And right. I think the crowd exhibits that. There was no reactions for any of these. And my issue with this whole D'Angelo family thing is that it's like, it's too hokey. It was way too hokey. That felt like 90s wrestling, brother. It's like, this match did nothing for me. And like, granted, let's also take everything I say with a massive grain of salt, because I don't watch weekly. I don't know this, but it's just like the match it felt flat with me. It fell flat. I mean, if we're getting into the rankings, I'd give it 5.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'd give it 5 Red albums, to be honest with you.
There you go.
Because it just and now Reb is Googling the Red album so that he can get the image of it and get it ready for the rest of the stuff. It's my
look at him.
It's my favorite Weezer album. But yeah, maybe I'm missing context. I don't know, but there was nothing about this match that excited me. It was boring.
That could be a lot of it, because this has been building since WrestleMania. The whole thing's been building since WrestleMania. So for me to sit and watch it, I got it. I understood it. I'd watched, because like Stacks had showed up at Rizzo's. There you go. Stacks had showed up at Rizzo's house.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then D'Angelo went to go try to protect Rizzo and blah, 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 blah.
It looked like a bad movie.
I get it.
In the build-up.
Yeah, it's just a bad movie, is what it is.
There are no FBI.
You'll never be the FBI, brother. I just did the Tracy dance. The one thing I took away from this match, and just in general, Dickie soapboxes again here. Booker T is unlistenable. I'm sorry.
I agree.
We agree.
Dude,
you don't have to apologize.
When did he start with this cadence, man, of constantly saying man? And then, like, they were saying Stacks, and he was like, give him the respect that he deserves. That's Channing Stacks Lorenzo. And then Vic Joseph had the best thing. You could tell that he was over Booker's shit. He just said, Book, if I say that every time that Stacks does something, we'll be here all night. And Corey Graves, just being the shit stirrer that he is, was like, yeah, Book, like, why are you making a big deal about this?
Yep.
Hey, come on, man. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
So weird.
No, we agree. Booker T needs to get off of commentary.
If it was just Vic and Graves, it'd be so much better.
Booker's good. Booker's good. I just don't think he's he doesn't need to be on NXT.
No, he should be on like the main show, if anything.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested to see how tonight goes, for the simple fact that his boy is going against Oba tonight. His Jasper Troy from LFG is going against Oba tonight. So I'm interested to see how he is tonight.
All right. Minderz, how many side eyes do you give D'Angelo and Stacks?
I will do 3.
Okay. Well, I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with 3 Lithgows myself. So.
God damn it. I hate how much I look like him.
At least you don't look like sugar. So you don't look like sugar.
It's fair.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to remember the next match off the top of my head. Was the culling against Briggs?
Yeah,
and
the
Hank and
6
Tank.
man.
This is one. It was fine for what it was. I mean, I like Hank and Tank, but
there was no build up to it. There was absolutely none. There was no build up to it. So
there was no build to the payoff with what's his name, the Japanese guy coming out.
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere, and it was like, are we supposed to be? And like, then you had the commentators trying to back sell it and be like, "Oh, this is amazing! We're so happy to have him."
That was more to pop the people that watch every week that remember when he was there.
And again, like I said, everything I say take with an incredibly huge grain of salt, because
Yeah, no, but it makes sense. That's the thing, is that even if you go and watch for just a PLV, it still makes sense.
I feel like they should have told more of the story about how Briggs and Jensen were tag partners before.
Right. And that's the thing. We remember when Briggs and Jensen were partners before, and they were like brothers. Like, it still kills me that they broke them up. Like, I'm still upset that they broke them up, but it is what it is. Yep. So
how many side eyes, Minderz?
We'll go 3 on this one too. It was a decent match. I'm not saying that it wasn't a decent match, but I'll go 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go 4 Lithgows on this one, just for the lack of storytelling.
You didn't like it, okay?
I mean, the match itself was fine, but it's just the storytelling wasn't there. The painting the pictures, like they didn't do enough. I didn't think.
Now I can understand that.
Oh, Sean says Great American Bash is going to go head to head with AEW All In on July 12th. Hey, that's my mom's birthday.
Boy, they are really going all in on going head to head with AEW. That's crazy.
I guess Fallon and JC are always arguing.
Oh, I noticed that last week. There was some.
I did too.
Some bickering back and forth.
Yeah, that was weird.
All right. What was next?
I didn't get to rank, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many red albums do you give this one?
How many red albums?
I'm gonna give 4 red albums. It was fine. It was fine. It was okay. I mean, there was as a commentator, there was a cardinal rule that Corey Graves broke during this match that really frustrated me, where there clearly was supposed to be a ref break, but the timing of it was off, and the ref pulled the count, and Corey Graves said, "What's this ref doing?" No. If there's a mess up, you don't address it. You try to cover up for it. And it's crazy. Yeah. But 4. I give it 4. 4 red albums.
All right. Now we're getting into the meat of the
Evolution
subject.
is July 13th. Okay.
Right,
Evolution is a mystery full of change that no one sees.
It is.
I've seen the light.
Oh, Never mind. I can't say it. I'll have to wait for paid show.
Okay.
I have to wait for paid show.
Hey, also, I got it. Remember what I said, where if you have Dickie Wabash in front of a mic for longer than an hour and a half, the side of me that comes out, well,
Which is the side we love.
We are in. I got my heels dug in. Let's go.
After we went off the air last week, I think we spent longer just because you messaged us because you were on pins and needles, so we had to talk you down.
We had to bring you in.
And I swear we were talking like off mic longer than the actual show was.
Yeah, that'll be a good little story to tell after the fact of like how I came in and the thing that I said as soon as I got in, which was really funny.
But yeah. All right. I think next was Stephanie and Jordan.
I believe you're right.
It was, yeah.
Yep. Well, my opinion, Stephanie got Judy of the Week from me.
Yep. And Jordan would have got Judy of the Week from me, but Lilani was there at Saturday Night Main Event, so I had to give it to Lilani Kais. But this was a really good match. This is one that I am only giving one side eye because I really enjoyed this match.
I'm going to. Well, there you go. I'm going to agree. I'm giving it one Lithgow.
I was turned the wrong way. I'm gonna buck the system a little bit here. I'm gonna give it two. I'm gonna give it two Red albums. It's good. That spot where Jordan rolled out of the ring and leaned on and looked at Booker, and Booker was just pissed. And it was that is good heel work there from Jordan. Or not even heel work, but just good like. Get the heat, and it was just
smart ass move.
Yeah,
smart ass move.
Solid.
That's what I call it.
Smart ass move is a good way to put it. Yeah, it was solid. I think Stephanie Vaquer is. Oh my God, she's so beyond good, and not to take anything away from Jordan. I'm just more of a Stephanie fan than I am a Jordan fan. Not to say I'm not, but it's just Stephanie is just on another level. She's on another level.
I'm still waiting for Jordan against Zarya at some point.
Yeah, we want our female Haas fight.
Lady Haas.
We want our Lady Haas fight.
But yeah, Stephanie, she's firing on all cylinders at the moment.
Yes.
Where I would not be surprised if she got drafted.
Oh, I'm sure she'll get drafted.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I believe, was the NXT Championship, Minderz. We should mention Ricky Saints had a promo and a pull apart with Ethan Page.
We've got that tonight too.
That's tonight, yeah. But
that would be good.
Yeah. But
we've seen it a couple times already, so
yeah, that's why it's going to be incredible. Like,
we're fine with it.
those two work together really well.
Yeah.
All right, Minderz.
Sean, I don't know who's going to dethrone Stephanie now because I really thought Jordan would. So. We'll see.
Oh, if it's anything like the U.S. title, she'll just forfeit it when she gets called up.
Right, exactly.
Which that's only happened once with Paige, right? Or has that happened before?
Paige did it. Indy did it because of injury when she got drafted.
Indy, I forgot about Indy. Yeah.
Hey, Madrox said that got him 5 points.
So we forgot to talk about our points breakdown because we're doing the fantasy draft. I won Battleground with Oba got me 40 points, I think.
I was going to say, did you ever figure it out? Because you screwed up on the point system.
Oh, don't remind me.
Have you reached out to Price Waterhouse to be in charge of your tabulating of the points and everything?
I need to, brother. I'm awful. I am awful. Where is the point spread? Now I can't even find the damn points thing. I think Oba netted me 40 points, yes. And then Madrox got 5 from Ricky Saints.
Okay.
Nice.
If you all are curious what the heck we're talking about, go to the Spot Show podcast and go back a couple episodes back when you guys had your fantasy draft.
Yeah.
And you do it different. Like ours is just pie in the sky, like roster drafting. You guys actually like carry it through the year in all the pay-per-views and compile points and things.
But I'm going to throw something out there, Reb. I'm going to throw something out there. I think we need Team JTR versus Team Mabash next year.
The gauntlet hath been laid.
I think we need it. I think we need it.
We'll definitely try to maybe make that cook.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good time.
You never know.
All right. Well, Minderz, what did you think? We know how much you love Obafemi, but what did you think of this match?
Here's the thing. I like Miles too. I like Miles Osborne. Right?
He's like a miniature Randy Orton, Miles Bourne.
He is.
I love the guy that I got his last name wrong.
Right? But
Dan.
He needs to do less drop kicks because I'm kind of over the drop kicks.
Man, he throws a nice suplex though.
He does throw a nice suplex. Maybe he needs to do more. I would be fine with him doing more suplexes. I just got sick and tired of the drop kicks. Yep, that's your business partner. He says he does. Madrox says he doesn't want you as his partner.
Well,
maybe I got an idea. I got an idea. Dickie and Reb versus me and Madrox.
Let me win this PLE draft first, and then we'll start talking about it. Because I got destroyed last year, so I may need help. I don't know.
Okay, so it's Miles Bourne, and I said Osborne. Kiss my ass. I've been watching too much ECW. All right, that's what I'm going
I
with.
got an exclusive look at your draft room, Dickie. By the way, before the draft happened.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Hey, Madrox is in. He says it's going to be M square. That's what we're going to be. So there you go. Gauntlet thrown. And Shankers says he's bringing back them drop kicks. I mean, he is, but he just does it too much. It was too much for me. Yeah. So I will give this one 2 side eyes.
Okay. I'm going to go 2 also because Miles really impressed me. He took a lot of punishment in that match.
He did. And there were a few times I thought he might win it.
Yeah.
There are a couple times.
Imagine if Oba's the next guy in Heyman's group.
Oh.
I've been saying that since we talked about it. But what do I know?
I'm going to agree with you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and give it 2 red albums. The one thing that's like Miles Bourne is very good, and you can tell that, but it's one of those, again, is he ready for that spot? And right. I don't think that he is. I think that I know that he says he doesn't want to be defined by this, but I mean, don't let the disability define me sort of thing. But the fact that he's able to overcome it and do all that, props to you, brother. I mean, that is incredible. And you look at it and it's like, is he ready for that main event spot? But did anyone else notice what I noticed anytime the whole group was together on camera?
Charlie Dempsey
was eyeballing him, and they didn't, fist bump
mention it really.
And I'm telling you, and I only say this because I absolutely adore William Regal. William Regal is the greatest professional wrestler to never win a major world title, and I want to see Charlie Dempsey do what his father could not. We had a little bit of a conversation off camera. We were talking about, it's like when you ask people about like their favorite wrestlers or whatever, and it's like Charlie Dempsey is like the I don't want to say smart mark favorite wrestler, but it's like, it's one of those you look at and it's like, damn, he's so good. And he's got a lot of upside. And I think that that's why they put Miles Bourne in this spot, is because I think they're slow cooking on Dempsey.
Yeah.
Dempsey really caught my eye. We watched GCW Bloodsport, and he caught my eye big time. Reb, do you remember who he fought?
I don't remember who he wrestled on that.
He was wrestling one of the Japanese guys, I think. Like the older guy.
Not Suzuki.
No, not Suzuki. It was one that was known for Bloodsport. It wasn't one that.
Oh, I
was
know who
on
you're talking about. But I can't remember his name for
Yeah,
the life of
he's
me.
a little skinny guy. He's a little skinny guy that has a lot of grappling.
Yeah,
It's a lot of like regular
he's like a
wrestling.
pancrase guy.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah, but Dickie, now Minderz loves her British Bulldogs,
Mm-hmm.
but I think you'd agree with me. I think William Regal is the greatest wrestler to come out of the United Kingdom.
All time, yes. All time, yes. I really do think he is. He is someone that, I mean, he definitely had the shortcomings of, different demons and whatnot, and that definitely held him back. But I mean, go watch his match with Dean Ambrose. Watch his match with Cesaro. His match, he had a match against Cassius Ohno, Chris Hero. And we're not even talking about, like, we need to talk about like older William Regal as well. But like Jimmy Carrot and I bonded over Dean Ambrose versus William Regal. And that match, William Regal deserves the world. And I hope that Charlie Dempsey is going to be a better wrestler than William Regal, only for the sole fact of he will get the flowers.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll just throw it out there. Sting and Regal from the Great American Bash '96.
I mean, but the thing with Regal, it's a hard one to actually pick and choose specific matches because like there's not many memorable ones in the way that we think of memorable, but it's like, God, outside of
the Duchess of Queensberry rules match with Jericho.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Punk on Raw was good. Incredible. It's just his work is just we can talk about Bulldog, Hennig, Piper. No, William Regal is the greatest professional wrestler to never win a major world title, hands down.
Yeah,
it's a hard argument to counter.
There we go. Thank you,
Shinya
Scott.
Aoki.
Damn you, Reb.
I'm sorry.
He forgets that I have access to put those on. He forgets. It's great. I'm trying to help him with not so much work. Oh, there you go.
I think it may be time for a rewatch there, Barry. I think I may need to do a little rewatch.
Because Regal carried that match.
Oh, he did. It's been a long time since I've seen that one too.
Yeah. he tested
that could definitely be a watch along. We still need to do a watch along.
Yeah.
We haven't done one in a while.
That might be a good one for July. Just do that whole Great
American Bash. There you go. Yeah.
Watch Nash throw Bischoff off a stage.
There you go.
Play.
All right. So that just leaves the main event then. NXT or TNA Championship. Yeah, had a whole haircut. No, took this bald jabroni and
right.
Oh man,
that couldn't do more than 5 minutes in a ring. Bastard.
Oh man,
we are not Goldberg fans here.
The match.
We are not Goldberg fans here.
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, no thanks.
All right, Minderz.
People ask me if I like Coke or Pepsi, and the answer to that question is Bill Goldberg's a piece of shit.
It's the damn truth, damn it.
I think the thing about Bill Goldberg is that he just doesn't really know what he's doing whenever he gets in the ring. I've been trying to work on my Bret Hart lately.
All right, so the main event, we had Trick Williams versus Joe Hendry.
I really like this match.
Oh, can we just all agree right now before we even get to it? Ones, right?
Ones.
Are we all giving it ones? Okay.
We're all doing ones.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this before, how big of a TNA mark I am, right? And pinch me. Like pinch me. A WWE signed wrestler is now holding the TNA World Championship. And the TNA World Championship main evented a WWE show.
Right.
What timeline are we in? We got a TNA championship in the main event of a WWE show before we got GTA 6. Like what is going on here? Like, what is this? This is such a fun time to be a wrestling fan, guys. Such a fun time.
It really is. It really is.
Oh, Minderz, this past Friday, we did the TNN where Taz beat Mike Awesome for the ECW championship when they were both different companies. Sean says Santino is wrestling this Thursday on TNA.
Yay. No, yeah, the one where Mike Awesome had to run through the crowd to get the hell out of there.
Had to change in his car.
That happened in the Egyptian Room in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I've been there for concerts. When I seen HP, yeah, that was the joke that I originally saw, was that we have Shawn Michaels holding the TNA World title before GTA 6, and it's just like, my Lord, it's.
Dickie, have you seen the stuff from the early '90s when WWF was feuding with the USWA?
Oh, of course, yeah. I don't have a good memory of it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, people forget. People forget about that stuff. People forget they did an NWA invasion. Yeah, that was the first time that we saw Mr. McMahon. Yeah, and he was trying to be this heel, coming in. It was so bizarre to see the early stages of Mr. McMahon. Yeah. And it's people always think about WWE being on its own, or F at the time being on its own island, but it's they did the ECW crossover. They did the the Smoky Mountain crossover, the NWA crossover, whenever Jim Cornette brought in the NWA, no matter how short-lived it might have been. But it's just people like to talk about it. It's oh, the only reason that we're getting all this crossover stuff is because this crossover stuff was happening years ago, guys. People forget about it.
Look at when they had Backlund and Harley race at the Garden.
Oh,
in 1982.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the reason I say it is because there was a promo that Vince cut in '93 where he was wearing the USWA Heavyweight Championship after Lawler lost it. And that's what I thought of when I saw Michaels holding the TNA Championship.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so cool.
Mick Memphis, if you want to look it up on YouTube, everybody. Just will
that's
NXT win the Knockouts title?
No,
I don't think so.
I think someone from TNA is going to win an NXT title. I think that they trade it back. I think that it's going to be maybe Sol Ruka. I don't think Stephanie drops her title. Sol Ruka. I don't think Oba drops his, but I think that maybe I could see Hank and Tank dropping to someone in NXT.
Oh yeah.
I could see
the
system? Very easily.
The Hardys.
That would be the ultimate one.
No, bite your damn tongue.
I know, I agree. I'm over the Hardys, but it's that would be a weird one, because it's it's these WWE guys that are known for being in WWE that currently aren't signed to WWE, winning WWE branded tag titles. Come on. Let's make some history. You know what I mean?
You plant an idea in the mind, it grows. You're right. It does. Problem is that any more of the ideas I've planted in my mind are not going to happen, and it's so damn frustrating because I'm it's such a better idea. What are you doing?
Yeah, I had a notion that I think that Trick is going to defend the title in the King of the Mountain. I think they'll bring it back. I think he will retain it, which is they'll have TNA will try to stack the deck against him, get 6 or 5 TNA guys, and their Trick wins. And then I think probably I'm gonna take a wild stab. I'll say he's gonna hold this for a while, and I think at Bound for Glory he'll drop it to Joe Hendry.
That would be even crazier, because Bound for Glory is their WrestleMania, so I mean, we already saw Joe Hendry on actual WrestleMania, so I could see that.
Or it could be somebody else from TNA.
It could be, and that would be the big feel good moment, is that we got it back at Bound for Glory, and everyone hits the ring and they're holding them on the shoulders, and the whole Brett from WrestleMania 10, and they're holding all that. Yeah,
Can I throw a name out there?
Uh-huh.
Nick Nemeth.
I was gonna suggest that. Yeah.
Maybe. Well, he is tag champ right now, so he's a little.
Well, I
tied
know,
up,
but that would kind of be the same Hardy idea with the tag team belts.
Yeah.
They
Sean
never
says
gave
he's
it
going
to
to drop it to Mike Santana.
I don't think they do it that quick.
I love
I
Santana,
know.
but I don't think
Yeah.
he's quite there yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do
I
it
will
that
throw
quick.
this out there. I would like to see Trick defended on NXT against Tommy Dreamer.
Ooh.
Explain.
we have
Tommy's-
rendered
I'm
himself-
waiting.
Tommy's basically the boss. He's
Yeah.
head of creative. So I could see it where, I mean, Trick has been saying he's bigger than NXT and he's bigger than TNA and all this stuff. So I could see Dreamer kind of doing what he did in ECW, kind of taking up the mantle for TNA and trying to defend it, but obviously not winning the match, but just like on the off chance they do another NXT at the ECW arena
Ooh,
to
yeah.
Trick and Dreamer. Santana's wrestling against Tavion Heights tonight from No Quarter Catch Crew.
He's
That's-
really good too.
Yeah,
I like him.
he was good on Bloodsport.
He was real good on Bloodsport. I could totally, I'll get behind that.
So yeah, I could book this whole Trick Williams title reign for the next 5 months if I wanted to, but
And his room will look like the whiteboards that you just saw. Is what
I
it'll
was
look
thinking
like.
the whiteboard. Yeah.
Mhm.
The thing that's so nuts about this is that I literally remember like being a kid sitting with my notebook and writing out. You got to think this was 05, so you got to look at that era of TNA and thinking like, oh, this is the match and this is the match and this is the match. And that's the part that hurts me, is that it's like I'm finally seeing WWE and TNA crossover, but it's like, where's my Styles? Where's my Joe? Where's my Christian Cage? Oh yeah, 2 of those 3 are in AEW right now, wasting their time. And it's like,
Right?
man, it's like, it's not my NXT, or sorry, not my TNA. And I
Right.
mean, but I'm also not going to gatekeep. It's still really cool to see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge. It's huge.
Well, and Masha's been doing so good with that Knockouts title here lately because she travels all over the place to defend it. I enjoy watching everything that she does. It's so fun.
yeah,
I
think
really
Moose is
need to
still
watch
X Division
more.
champ.
Huh?
I think Moose is still X Division champ, right?
Yeah, Moose's. Yeah, because remember Dipshit did the dumb move off the
Oh,
top of
yeah,
the
Leon Slater.
dumbass.
Don't be too worried. His face broke his fall.
I know his face broke his fall. It was fine. Dumbass.
Heard a hollow sound when he landed.
Everybody moved. I wonder why.
Because you
The
can't
only
catch a
person
guy
that-
doing a 450 from 30 feet in the air.
The only person that showed concern was Moose. Do you remember that? He was the
do.
first one that went over and was like,
Hey, are
"Dude,
you dead?"
all right?" You
Are
dead?
you going to be there for me on that dive, brother? Yeah, I'll be there next to your hospital bed. That's an old Frank Wyatt one. Shank knows that one.
What?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't Flop doing that dive off the top.
What?
Off the top of it. Yeah, his contract
No.
came up, so he's
Oh,
done.
wow. I saw
No,
something about that. I saw that was possible.
Yeah.
He better go to NXT or I'm gonna be pissed.
I'd just be happy if he just went full time to Japan.
Do you? So, okay, talking
he,
about
he won't do that until Bay comes back.
so talking about like he's gone from TNA, signs with the E. They're still doing a crossover. Have you guys seen this big conspiracy theory right now? Because like you got to look at like Indy is in TNA right now. Have you seen this conspiracy theory that was a release just to get all these people on TNA?
I heard rumblings about that.
It's a very niche conspiracy theory. I think I heard that like one theory, it was like, oh, it's a cost cutting measure, but they're still going to be able to use them because they'll be in. It's like, that's why they let Ziggler go, because they knew years ago that he was going to like, I don't want it to get to the levels of people thinking that it's the Montreal screw job was a work, brother. And I'm
Right.
hoping that one doesn't get to that. I think that's a stupid conspiracy theory personally.
Yeah. I mean, there could be some instance where, like, say, like Shawn Michaels says, like, "Hey, this girl's really good, but we can't use her right now. Can she come to you guys?"
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that'd be about as far as it would go.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a full-blown release them, especially when like Indy Hartwell needs a job because of a visa. So it's,
Right.
you can't do that.
No.
So I think that's just people not wanting
Looking
to
for a reason to hate.
looking for a reason. Actually, I disagree. They're looking for a reason not to hate, because people like to think that so many different things are going to be different now that Vince isn't in charge. But it's like, guys, this is just business practices. Like, this is going to happen. These mass releases are going to happen. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They just happen.
Well, look at TKO pulling WrestleMania from New Orleans to send it back to Vegas. Probably.
Oh, that one is crazy to me. That is so bizarre that happened.
I mean,
So
I've heard of them switching
guys
venues, but never full cities.
Full cities is weird. Full cities is weird. Yeah, Madrox
just
just put
hoping
it
they don't-
best. Madrox says
Yeah.
it's just people fishing for reasons. It's just like sometimes the simplest solution is usually the correct one. They just didn't have anything for them, so they released them. And TNA got a hell of, I am going to sit here right now and I will tell you, I am a huge Indy Hartwell fan. I love Indy Hartwell.
I like Indy.
Oh, I've always been a fan of Indy Hartwell, and to see that she's going to be able to, spread her wings in TNA, I hope that they do great things with her.
I
Let's just hope
forget.
she doesn't do wings like Lyra did.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah, fair.
Sorry.
Fair.
I
Sorry.
forget. Did Indy ever do indie wrestling when she was with Johnny Wrestling and NXT?
Yeah, that's where the whole thing started. Because they were doing the what was the group?
Way.
Why am I forgetting? The Way. And it was that's what it was. And it was like indie wrestling. And it was like, oh, it's a nice little play on words. Yeah, I think Johnny, you maybe correct me on that one. I think Johnny Gargano was the one that gave her that in storyline.
Right.
I think you're right, because I know at the time that was when Indy and Dexter they were trying to make that a thing, and there's poor Austin that just was sitting on the sidelines. I miss him.
Yeah.
I hope him and Waller split up so soon.
I think it's coming.
I hope it's coming.
Yeah.
All right. You want to take a break, Reb?
Let's
We
pay
take
some
a break.
bills real quick here.
Dickie, you just stay there.
I'm here for the long haul, gang. I'm here for the long haul. I got nothing going on.
All right.
All right, we are back. And you know what, Minderz, before we get into Double or Nothing, do you want to do Who's Whooping Who now?
Let's do Who's Whooping Who. By the way, do you know who Freedom Ramsey is?
Sorry?
Freedom Ramsey.
No, can't say that I do.
It's Gordon Ramsay's youngest, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so the WWE ID, but you're a jackass. WWE ID talent Freedom Ramsey has actually decided they're leaving the program.
Huh. That's not Tootie Lynn's sister, is it?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Right.
It just came up on my feed, so.
Gotcha. All right, let's throw to this here.
You gotta love that face of Bari and the Who's Whooping Who.
Yes. It is time for Who's Whooping Who, and
what's that meme? You know the meme I'm thinking of with the guy going like that. That's kind of the face that he's trying to make.
Well, actually, what he was making that face while he was trying to eat a moonshine burger. Is where we got that picture from.
The hell of that. That's the face I make. You know what I mean?
I just had my first moonshine burger this year, and That's good stuff. I got to remember next time I got to bring my own bun because the bun doesn't last with a moonshine burger.
No. Well, yeah, but you also got an hour and a half after it was made, so
That's true.
give it a little bit of credit.
And I appreciate you bringing it for me.
You're welcome.
Are you
All right,
talking
let's do
about
this.
from Moonshine, Illinois? Is that where you're talking
Correct?
about?
Yes?
Okay, yeah. Christian Rose puts that place over every time I talk. Clayton
Oh,
and I,
it's
we really
so
want to take
good.
a trip. We really want to take a trip and like vlog us going.
It is so good. I will put it over to the moon because it is one of the best burger places ever.
You've clearly never had a Dickie Wabash smash burger.
You're right. I haven't because I've never been invited to one of the Wabash or the Mad Bash parties.
Open invitation.
Real subtle, Minderz. Real subtle.
I know, right? All right, let's do this.
All right.
Who's doing who?
So I wanted to come up with one that you would enjoy, Minderz, since you are on vacation. But
Jabari,
with the triple.
he recommends the triple.
Brother, I've already got high cholesterol. You kidding me? I'm 34 with the cholesterol of a 70-year-old.
That's right. I'm 43 with the back, hips, and knees of an 80-year-old.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right. So here's your matchup this week, Minderz.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh, wow.
You're a jackass.
I picked this not only for the match that would probably happen, and I'm going ECW Raven here.
Okay.
Which Bray Wyatt? What Bray Wyatt
not,
are we talking
not
here?
The Fiend.
Okay, good.
I'm talking WWE Champion Bray Wyatt.
Oh, good Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. That's my favorite Bray Wyatt. But not just the match, the promos for this would be phenomenal.
My heart.
The promos would be better than the match.
Breathe,
Dickie. Dickie, breathe.
You got to make it through at least 2 more weeks.
You got to make a pick.
They say that you got the flock, man. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you about my flock of buzzards. Follow.
Yeah, right?
That's
the buzzards.
That's another point. We got Raven's Nest, and you got the Wyatt family that you could throw in. You got like Brian Lee and Stevie Richards, maybe the Bruise Brothers.
Oh,
maybe
man. Luke Harper just taking Stevie's head off with a big boot. Yeah.
Hey, look. Yep. Buzzards versus the flock.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Tape? You have tailed tape?
Who would yeah. There we go. All right. So we got Raven from the Bowery, which I've been to. 6'1", 235. Bray from Florida, 6'3", 285. Of course, Raven does the even flow DDT. As a Pearl Jam fan, I always liked that name. Then Bray has Sister Abigail and the Mandible Claw. Then championships, Raven ECW World Title. Bray held both versions of the World Title in WWE with the World Title Universal. Shadow Play is there.
Shadow Play! This is our Ireland listener. He's from Ireland.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for Finn Balor.
Yes.
Oh my God. He tickled us on Monday. Just the way he was stirring shit up with the Judgment Day.
Oh yeah. Raven versus Bray would have been a dream feud, both in their prime. Oh yeah.
Here's my question: who would do better at manipulating the other one?
Oh, this is so hard. This literally, like, you could not have had me on for a better one because it's like this one is so.
I feel like we shorted Madrox by having a Raven thing without him.
You know what? What's he doing?
Hard telling.
What's he doing? Madrox. Hold on, I'm gonna send him a message.
So
let's see if we can get him in here.
In the chat, but
he wasn't. He might have had to step away. Raven. God, Shadow Play's right.
He did. Okay. He did with his family.
Tyler, why'd you do this to me?
Daddy, you're drunk.
Daddy, you're a drunk. I worship Raven now. Hey kid, you know the divorce was your dad's fault, right? I know. Hey, Sandman. I love it when you guys get me. This is what happens when I have coffee at 4:30 and I have been in front of a microphone for going on 3 hours now. I'm fucking primed. I'm primed. Let's
He's
go.
ready to go.
Let's go.
I just sent Madrox a message in the group chat.
yeah, that leaked. We have a group chat. Man, I gotta Raven. Oh my god, imagine a Firefly Funhouse with these two. Oh my god.
Oh,
Daphne. Dr. Stevie's easy though.
Daphne.
Oh, can we? That I will never rewatch that episode of Dark Side of the Ring. By the way, that one was so sad.
I haven't watched it. And I don't plan to.
It's bad. It's so sad.
It's so bad.
Sorry to bring the mood down, but
no, you're good.
You're fine.
I said
actually
that
had the pleasure of meeting Daphne about 15 years ago at an indie show. She was a delight.
Shadow play. God damn it.
Monsters Ball between Raven and Bray. But it's got to be the old school Monsters Ball where they're locked in a room.
They're locked in the room
hours.
for 24 hours.
With no food, water, and no light.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna nerd the shit out of this right now. I hope you guys are ready. Raven was good at the way that he would manipulate is he would go for the weaknesses of people and like he would know how to exploit them. Now, where Bray Wyatt I think loses this because I think Raven wins. I'm gonna bury the lead. I want to get into it. Bray would get manipulated so easily because he wouldn't be able to get to Raven because Bray was able to be more cerebral and like go after attachments and go after hangups. Like he manipulated John Cena with the whole thing of the kids in the choir and all of that. Raven doesn't have any of that. Raven has detached himself from anything that would make him feel. So Bray would not be able to be as cerebral with Raven. So I got to give the mind games to Raven. And like Raven, I think would just be able to just call it what it is. And he would be able to, really get to Bray's like deeper, darker, twisted side of the character and use that to his advantage.
I'm going to agree. And I'm a huge fan of both these guys. And
let's get that out of the way. Both huge fans, or all huge fans.
Yeah, I gotta go with Raven.
Would Raven be able to manipulate Harper and Rowan though?
I think he could.
Are we including Braun as well?
No.
You know what?
Okay. Oh, fuck me.
I would say yes. I would throw Braun in there.
Yeah.
Damn you, Reb.
He's got 3, then Raven's got his whole nest.
Well, that's true.
Reggie Bennett, maybe, from Barely Legal.
But the real question is, can Bray Wyatt get the Musketeer on his side? That's the real question. That's tough. That's tough, man. I think that because they're for all intents and purposes, both are cults, essentially. So we're going with the Nest, right? We're going with the ECW version of Raven's
we're not doing
Nest.
the Flock.
Okay, we're not doing the Flock. Okay, so we're sticking to the Nest.
No Lodi. Sorry, Mad Rocks.
No Lodi.
Sorry, Mad Rocks. No Lodi.
Or Kidman or Saturn or
he
Hammer.
Can't join us. He can't join us.
Damn. This is built for him. He would just say Raven all the way through. He wouldn't articulate anything. He would just be like, "Oh, it's Raven. It's Raven." So the original question, would he be able to manipulate? Easy for you to say the Wyatts. I mean, we've seen it where the Wyatts kind of went against Bray a little bit, but I think Raven could do it. If anyone in storyline would be able to, it would be Raven, man. It would be Raven, and like, man, God, that's a dream feud. That's a dream feud.
Right?
I think he would get the Wyatt family in the Nest, and then Bray would just be left with nothing.
Yeah.
And that's how you break Bray Wyatt.
Then bring back Bo.
Yeah. But see,
leave. No,
we can't do that. We can't do Uncle Howdy because we're talking WWE champion Bray Wyatt.
Mm-hmm.
So that's we got to look at
the B team.
That era. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yep, Raven wins.
Yeah, I got to go Raven.
It's absolutely.
But man, it
Oh,
would be
wait.
fun.
There you
Can you
go.
imagine Raven with Nikki versus Fiend and Alexa?
Oh.
See why we like Shadow Play? He has great ideas.
Shadow Play, while you're on YouTube, why don't you go to youtube.com/@Mad Studios. Give us a follow on
Right.
our YouTube account.
He's so great.
Dickie is
promise
a
you'll
really
like
good
us.
follow. The spot shows,
Yeah,
the page shows, Redline,
really
all kinds
good
of good
follow.
stuff.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And we were on it this week, so you need to go check it out.
Yes, that will be available on Patreon tomorrow, and then it'll be to the public Thursday. Should be editing it right now, but someone wanted me on their podcast. No, it's fine. Yeah, that's what. Oh, Shank, you know I'm good at those cheap plugs, brother. You know I'm good at those cheap plugs.
Plug.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mind games. It's Raven, 100%.
Yeah, I think
100%.
so. Reb?
Yeah, I got to go Raven.
Okay.
That's
All
it.
right.
The entertainment for me is just the promos more than the
Right?
matches.
Oh shit. Who wants a spoiler?
I
Hit me.
saw it. Yeah, I just saw it. yes, that is so good for me. That is so good for me because Matt Trucks drafted Ricky Saint.
Well, hi, John. I don't know who John is. Hey, Reb. Dickie.
Yes.
Can you put up in the comments the sub for Mad Bash so he can find it? Shadow Plays looking.
Oh yeah, let me link the YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you would, please.
I will do that in just a minute. Keep talking, vamp for me.
We're good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't leave you to where you have no noise when
Yeah.
We won't leave you that you just say.
We might say the wrong name.
Yeah.
We talk about
Just mine.
Hey, she didn't say Dan Malenko with the Expo though, so I was proud of her.
I didn't. I said Dean. I was so proud of myself.
She said Dean.
I go Dean.
Honestly, the easy one, madbashstudios.com. That's your one-stop shop for everything Mad Bash.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
I will still leave the YouTube specifically.
What about Raven Flock versus House of Black?
No contest.
Yeah, that's no contest at all.
I like Malachi. I like all the guys in House of Black, but it's a whole different ball game with Raven.
It is. All right, we still got Double or Nothing, right? Do you want to stick with us for Double or Nothing? You didn't watch it, but we didn't watch most of it, so. Or would you like to get out of here so you can edit what you need to edit, sir?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. Reb, let's go.
All right.
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing. Let's see. Let me get back to
I zoned out for a solid 2 minutes there. I have no idea what you guys were fucking saying, but let's go.
You're good.
Oh, well, the question was, we know you didn't watch it, but you want to join us for AEW.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
All right. So, started off with Minder's favorite wrestler, Mercedes Moné, against Jamie Hayter in the finals of the Owen tournament.
I didn't care for this. Five side eyes for me.
5 side eyes for Minderz. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that Hayter pulled one of Mercedes' better matches out of her since being AEW, but that's also not saying a whole lot.
That's not saying a lot.
I am going to give this a. I was going to give it 3, but because Mercedes almost killed Jamie Hayter with the finish, I'm going to give it 4.
Good call, because that finish was terrible.
Yeah. So
dropped her on her goddamn head.
This is what we do because I've not seen any of these matches, so I will not be giving out red albums. But I will say that I fucking love Jamie Hayter. I'm a huge Jamie Hayter fan. My top 3 female wrestlers right now, I got to go with Timeless Toni Storm, I got to go with Jamie Hayter, and I got to go with Io Sky. I love, not in that order particularly. But
I love you some Io Sky.
I love Io Sky. She's the greatest. But Jamie Hayter absolutely should have won this match. I don't know what kind of contract they got Mercedes Hogan on here,
brother,
but that doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Shank just called me out and said I need to turn on the lights in the studio.
No. Sean wants to know, when does Mercedes take her first pinfall loss? I'm hoping it all in with Tony.
I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping the bitch takes a loss soon. Hold on. We're hoping the bitch takes a loss soon. When does Mercedes take her first pinfall loss?
Never. It doesn't work for me, brother.
Right? Oh wow. Io Sky versus AZM. I need that match in the future. That's the one that he was telling us about from Ireland.
Yeah.
That AZM. He tells us he does a lot of indie shows over in Ireland too. So he goes a lot. So he's been telling us some ones to keep our eyes out for.
Hell yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Yep. He's awesome. We love Shadowplay. What was next?
Next up, we have FTR versus Danny Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. All right. This one I did give 3 Lithgows to. I can't in good conscience give a match 4 with FTR and Nigel McGuinness in it.
Right.
Tony Schiavone could just get off my TV in this match.
Please, can Tony Schiavone get off my television? Please.
Do you think Nigel McGuinness is one of the biggest what ifs in wrestling?
Oh,
yes.
Absolutely.
He has
to be.
He has to be.
Absolutely.
God, he's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 3 side eyes. Because it wasn't a terrible match. And like you said, I can't give a match with FTR and Nigel in it less than or more than 3 stars or 3 side eyes. He looked good. Okay, wait.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes, that would be incredible.
I'm trying to remember how long Ospreay's been in the business, if that match would have happened in the UK at any point.
It might have.
I don't think Nigel was still active when Ospreay debuted.
Okay.
Let's find out.
We will tell you.
I will research.
You gonna Google it for us?
Yes.
You gonna Wikipedia it for us?
They're never wrong.
Because Wiki's never wrong. Although what's funny, okay, side note, I'm jumping the rail.
Mm-hmm.
So I Wikipedia'd the original Burger King the other day because there was a question on whether there was ever one in Charleston.
Uh-huh.
And it told me that there has not been one in Charleston, but the original one is in Mattoon, an hour south of Charleston. I was like,
that is not
an hour
right.
South.
It's like 15 minutes.
10 minutes. I was going to say it's like 10 minutes over. What the
I had
hell
an ex that used to live in Ashmore. I'm very familiar with that area.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Not Ashmore. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. All right. Anyway, back to what we were discussing. So so was Nigel active or no?
Well, I am looking at it right here. It apparently oh no, god damn it. That's I got tricked. I thought it was a real match, but it's from it's video game.
I hate when you do that on YouTube.
I'm not seeing that Nigel and Ospreay have ever worked. So
Shadow play after my own heart. Nigel versus Dynamite Kid. I'm down. Let's do it.
How about London Brawling versus the British Bulldogs?
There you go. There you go.
I knew I was going to pop Dickie with that one.
Nigel versus Gunther. Shank.
I was saying Nigel versus Gunther.
Damn it, Shank.
Damn it, Shank.
Teasing you with a good time that will never happen.
I hate these damn good times people keep teasing us with.
All right. Well, next up we have the stretcher match, Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe. And I think, Minderz, we both liked this more than we thought we would.
We really did. Oh, Nigel versus Sheamus.
Okay, let's stop. It's breaking my heart. All of you.
No mas.
You know what? I'm going to give this one. I know you can't do it, but I'm gonna do 2.5.
2.5. I can't do 2.
I know
but
you can't
I'll
do a half.
We'll
You
round
do
up.
2.
I'll do
All
2.
right. All right. That's
Uh,
fine. Because I mean, we knew what it was gonna be, so maybe that's what helped.
Yeah. Mark
I
Briscoe.
didn't like. Go ahead.
Mark Briscoe with the he had the red stuff going.
He bled like a freaking stuck pig.
Wore a white shirt for a reason.
Yeah, he sure did. My favorite part of that match was shining up Ricochet's head. That was probably my favorite part.
That's a viral moment. Yeah,
It was great. I was disappointed though, Reb. It was not the stretcher match that I thought we were going to get. You know, we got spoiled because we watched that Sabu match,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually had to take him out to the ambulance. And I'm not a fan. I think we needed EMTs to do it. I really do.
Where's damage control when you need them?
Right?
And I don't mean Dakota and Io and Asuka and Kyrie.
Uh-huh. Right.
Bailey.
Bailey.
How dare you forget Bailey?
I forgot Bailey. I'm sorry.
She was the best one.
I too am going to go with 2 with goes for this one.
It wasn't a terrible match. It was
no. For
like
a
I
Ricochet
said,
match, it was very good.
If you went into it knowing exactly what it was going to be, when you heard it was going to be a stretcher match.
I'm waiting for Nikki's reaction to this.
Dickie?
I don't hate Maven. His clickbait YouTube videos piss me off to no end. So we're gonna sneak into AEW and hopefully I don't get caught. Did I tell you I drop kicked the Undertaker? Yes, we know. We understand it.
Then Undertaker put your head through a popcorn machine.
Hey guys, Maven here.
Hello, Maven here.
Hey guys, Maven here.
But yeah, like I said, if you knew what you were getting into going into this match, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where
Wasn't
I stood
terrible.
on it. Wasn't terrible. It was well, and it's Mark Briscoe. And to me, anything Mark does anymore is gold. I love everything Mark does.
My favorite part of this match, Minderz, was the Sabu tribute.
Yes. When Mark did his
before he jumped off the chair to the ropes.
Before he jumped off the chair, and yeah, that was awesome. Like a written check. No, you didn't tell us that.
I'll go Shadow Play. He's awesome.
I love Shadow Play.
I think we got heat.
No, he loves this. It's great.
No heat zone. As long as you don't put spoilers in the chat.
All
right.
All right, what was next?
Next up, Tag Team Championship Herd Syndicate versus the Sons of Texas.
I hated this match. I
was expecting so much better out of this.
5 side eyes. 5 side eyes for me. This one was so pre-rehearsed that it pissed me off.
Yeah, I went 4 on this one.
I would give it 5 side eyes. I hated it.
I never thought MJF was not needed.
No, he wasn't. And I hate the fact that
I feel like he was hijacking the match almost.
Yeah. It was just too pre-rehearsed. It just bugged the shit out of me.
Do you think that the issue with MJF in particular is that he is just so much of a star that like he just feels so out of place in anything they give him in AEW? Because I really do think that that's the case.
My personal opinion is he's better than everything there. That's my
he has been for a while.
Yeah. He's better than anything there. So they don't have anybody that can
nobody can hang with him.
Him. That's why it was so good. I mean, one of my favorite MJFs, when one of my favorite rivalries of his was CM Punk.
It
was so good. It was so good.
Really
I watched like a 2.5 hour YouTube video one time breaking down that whole story.
I haven't watched it, but I saw it on there.
I love stuff like that, man.
Yeah. But there was one on Taz and Sabu.
I haven't watched it, but I've seen it in my algo.
Yes, CM Punk did do a Sabu tribute on Saturday.
Yep. I couldn't believe it when we got done doing our Sabu tribute, and then after that, I can't talk. Okay. But then right after that, I saw where RVD and Taz and Dominic, I think is his name. I think his name was Dominic.
I think so.
was doing the whole tribute, and I was like, ugh. And that one, it was funny because it will be.
That's the best AEW match I've ever seen was him and Cole.
Oh yeah,
that was really good.
Wembley.
It was a real good match. But
I hated that whole build up to it.
No, it was so dumb.
I have a love hate.
Yeah.
But all right, move on.
All right. International Championship. I'm sorry, no, Continental Championship. Okada versus Mike Bailey.
I didn't watch this.
All right, you are exempt.
I didn't watch this one.
No.
All right.
Here's my thing. I am so sick of Okada that it's not funny.
I went 3. I thought Bailey looked good in this. Okada was Okada. I mean,
Okada was Okada. I don't understand. Apparently, I need to see New Japan Okada because I do not get the hype. I don't get the hype.
They gel belt. Yeah, but like I said, it's still Okada being Okada.
Yeah, I don't get the hype. I don't need Okada on my television anymore. He can go back. I'm done.
I get the vibe that he's mostly just here for the money.
He's getting a paycheck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
I think that he did his best work. He was the GOAT in that era. I do agree. And I think that he's just at the point now where it's just like, let's just
and they're
have some fun.
And they're letting him do that. That's the bigger problem.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of AEW, though, Minderz, to be fair.
Oh, I know. Believe me, that's why it takes a lot for me to watch it anymore.
My favorite era of New Japan over the last several years was that 2015 period when it was like Okada, Tanahashi, Nakamura, and AJ were the 4 top guys. When, like, after Finn left, Prince Devitt left, and they brought AJ in.
Prince Devito,
AJ Styles, I think is how they say that.
God, Prince Devitt was so good. I love Finn Balor. God, give him something. I know we're talking about AEW right now, but Finn Balor's the GOAT. He's so
I have
good.
to look and make sure I don't have listeners in Japan that I may have just offended with my Japanese accent.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. We did that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Remember that conversation we had on Paid Show about how stuff might be?
We are good.
We're good. We're good.
We do have a new country, Minderz.
Oh, do we?
Turkey.
All right.
Yep.
Here's the thing, though, Dickie. We always say that, and I'm always like, I wonder, okay, where's Jake Oman at? Because he actually does listen to the podcast.
That's
Somebody's
awesome.
like, all right, wait, is he traveling overseas? Is he our one listener in each of these countries that we have?
Could be.
Shout out, I 100% agree. When Nakamura was actually the leader and Okada was the champ. I loved early Chaos. Back when Ishii could work.
Ishii. All right, what was next?
All right, next up here we've got Women's Championship Toni Storm versus Mina
I'm not
Shirakawa.
even discussing this one. I'm not. Sorry. I like Toni, but this was a little much for me.
Yeah, 5. I think we go 5 there.
Yeah. It was a little much.
Did you see the media scrum?
No, I did not see the media
scrum. So you didn't see when Toni
You know,
was singing a song while
just
drumming on Gunther's head?
Oh, dear Lord.
And then Luther picked her up to carry her out, and she knocked over all the stuff on the table. Toni Storm is the GOAT.
I love her character.
Oh, I love her character. I love
She's
her character.
so good.
When's she getting Wendy Richter, though? I still want to know when she's getting Wendy Richter.
My name is Timeless Toni Storm, and I'm going to rip your tits off. It's the greatest thing that she has ever said in a promo.
Tits up, chin out. No, chin up.
Chin up,
chin out, tits out. Watch for the shoe. Watch for the shoe.
Yeah, watch for the shoe.
Shadow Places. Mina has developed so well. Her training with Kairi Sane paid off.
It did.
As someone that did not watch this, what exactly is the issue with this match? Like, I don't know. I've not seen anything.
Go for it, Reb. You actually watched it.
I'm going to let you take this one.
Like, I'm genuinely curious.
Mina and like Toni Storm like French kiss the entire time.
I saw the one. Yeah, I saw where she like pulled her.
It's just like what? Why? Why
They're
are we
going to piss off the Republicans?
Yeah,
it was HLA.
Republicans. But it's whatever you
Four
want to
lady
do.
wrestlers doing lesbian stuff in the ring. That's gonna get ice in there.
It was almost too much. And
Yeah.
I know that's what Tony's known for, so it did bother me, but it didn't bother me. Does that make sense?
Like when she gets on the media scrum and does the Man from Nantucket poem, it's like, what do you like? Come on, like she's so good. Here's my concern with this, because do you feel that this is the jumping the shark moment with Timeless Tony Storm?
We'll find out after All In when she wrestles.
Yeah, we'll find out after All In.
Oh God, she's gonna do the JOB. God.
Yep, I think she is.
She will wrestle circles around her.
That
by the way,
work for me, brother.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
All right. So yeah,
and that'll put butts in seats. Just watch.
Can I just put my 5 Lithgows up here now before we mention the next match?
Yes.
Football field fuckery, Minderz.
Fuck off.
Team Swerve versus Team Moxley.
You know what? I even knew what it was going to be, and I still hated it. And that's not normal.
Can I just assume?
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys are too hard on. I mean, it's a popcorn match. I mean, it's just I can do without Swerve getting a staple in the tongue, and I can do without Willow getting the explain table's fine, but I mean, it's like when you're doing the shit like the staple on the tongue and then the looping through the gauge, like you're getting a little bit too much with it. But I mean, for the most part,
don't try this at home comes to mind.
Yes. Yeah. It's just a popcorn match. I think you just got to take the stuff for what it's worth. This I have seen a lot of stuff on because I've seen a lot of clips from it. I loved that they came out as the founding father, and they were all dressed in like their colonial. That was so cool.
We hated that.
I did like Justin Roberts' introduction paraphrase.
Yeah, that was solid. That was solid. And then Kenny had on the Captain America gear. Like it was so great.
The trash can with the trash can lid.
Yeah.
I never thought I would see a hardcore match with the Pointer Sisters. I'm so excited playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shafir is. Ugh.
Yeah, she's always in paint dry.
You don't know me.
I don't want
you
to.
You know me. You don't know me.
I don't want to.
You're married to
she's Roddy's problem.
I was going to say you're married to Roddy Strong. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Diamond mine, Oos.
Yeah.
I will agree. I will agree with Shank on this one.
No.
I can't eat anything while watching death matches.
I can't, no.
Reb, I told you, I tried to do the whole, what was it, the GCW?
The clusterfuck.
No, not the clusterfuck.
Oh, the one Tournament of Survival.
Yeah, Tournament of Survival. I tried doing that. Oh, no, I made it a match.
They get a little crazy in those death
I made it a match and a half, and I had to turn it off. A match and a half. I was putting that up.
Used to carry her bag. Let's go. You don't know me.
Well, they'll bring Shayna into AEW and she can carry her bags too.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, just
I still think Shayna's going to GCW, but
yeah, you just got to take that shit for what it's worth. Yeah. I think that they get a little bit too crazy with it sometimes, but I mean,
it's they try too hard.
Yeah,
they're at a point now where they're trying way too hard. I think that these kind of matches worked when it was the Stadium Stampede instead of Anarchy in the Arena because we were in COVID time. So we were able to do the silly shit, but it's,
or as we call it, the football field fuckery.
Yeah. Yeah. Your cornet is showing.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, well, she has the YouTube video of them watching and reviewing the first football field fuckery on a loop in her house.
I do.
That's funny.
With Hunter Horse Helmsley.
All right, next up. We have another listener.
There's a point, but they do roll now.
Who carries back?
Okay, so a match that I didn't realize was on the card when we did the preview last week, Minderz. The Callis family of Fletcher Takeshita and Josh Alexander against Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong in a 6-man. I actually like this match.
This wasn't bad. I will give it.
I mean, participant-wise, they hit a home run. I like all 6 of the guys in this match.
Yeah, I would say I'll give it 2 side eyes.
Okay.
I'll give it 2 side eyes.
You know what? I'm going to give it 1 because I didn't see anything really glaring that I didn't like.
Yeah, there wasn't anything that was. I can't in good conscience give this one the same one I'm going to give this last match.
Right.
Is what it boils down to.
We started about an hour and 45 minutes ago.
Feels like 4.
Right? Well, I wonder why.
In a good way. In a good way. I'm just going to kick my feet back up on the.
There you go. That's
the
what I've
desk
been doing.
here.
I've been sitting back in this comfy chair that I got.
Why doesn't Tony give Callis the Booker? He can make magic. I don't know.
Don't give it to Cyrus. Please don't give it to Cyrus. Don't give it to Cyrus. We will have another network.
If I had the choice, I'd say give it to Bully Ray.
Yeah.
He makes sense of everything on Busted Open.
Even when it
Just
doesn't
Anarchy
make
in the
sense.
Arena, everything was happening like a Michael Bay movie minus the explosions. Except for that one table.
There was an explosion, though, brother. You're wrong on that one.
There was one explosion.
It was a delayed explosion, but it was still an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a better explosion on that table than the whole exploding barbed wire death match.
Oh dear God, the popcorn fart.
Yeah, we're pretty chill.
Yeah, you don't know me. You're talking about the Kyle's family. I want to make a point right here. Do we Bully Ray Cyrus? Kyle Fletcher's going to be a star, right? We all agree?
Yes.
Are we in agreement?
100%
Okay,
agree.
good.
Yes.
Good.
Best brain buster in the business.
Ooh, yeah.
Why that isn't his finish is a mystery to me.
Between Fletcher and Takeshna. Those are the and actually now it's Alexander, so I'm perfectly okay with all of these guys.
I like the Cal
great.
family because then they also have Lance Archer in that group too.
Right, exactly. But they win against 2 and Trent.
It's the Undisputed Era. Who are we kidding? It's Cole O'Reilly and Roddy.
Which I'm sure he's gonna mess him up. Don't worry.
there's already. So he definitely dropped the ball with Starks. Ethan Page, love Ethan Page. I think that I don't really necessarily know. I would say he missed the ball. I just think they never gave him an opportunity,
right?
To really run with it.
I'm still disappointed that Josh Alexander didn't go reform the North in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would have been so dope. Would have been so dope.
Mm-hmm. Silence. Love it. All right, let's move on.
Reflection. We reflect.
We just sit back and reflect on what we don't have.
Ooh. Ethan Page should be in Heyman's group.
Oh, Ethan Page. Yes, that would be so
Him
good.
and Heyman could be gold.
Yeah, they would be. They would be. Okay, so we're going to go toy hunt.
See, we have to get the Heyman. We have to get.
You knew it was going to happen. Okay, so I don't know if Shadow Play has really seen a lot of me on JTR, but anytime Heyman comes up, I got to throw out the Paul Heyman.
We got to get the Paul Heyman voice. All right, Reb.
It always begins with, so you're going to go out there.
Yeah, exactly. You reflect on the dope. All right, Reb.
All right. Main event. Finals of the men's Owen Hart tournament. Ethan. See what now my brain is sideways. Adam Page against Will Ospreay.
I'm giving it 1 side eye.
I am going to agree. But we'll get the sugar up.
I've heard nothing but good things.
It was really good.
A little long.
Really good match. A little long, but
the whole pay-per-view was 4.5 hours long. So
I was like, what AEW premium live event where they call it pay-per-view? Yeah, whatever they call it. But yeah.
Yes, 6 o'clock Central Time is when we start these things. So yeah, definitely come back and join us.
Yes, please.
And
but
for those that don't see the comments, I'm not signing off. I'm just answering to a comment.
Correct. So
that's your version of when I say the sirens are on our end.
But I will definitely say Ospreay right now has been one of my favorites ever since we met him at the Expo. Ospreay has been one of my favorite people. He carried that match in my opinion. but he's damn good at it. And I know Hangman, we have our moments, but I'm not a Hangman fan. So, but I think the wrong person won. I don't think that Hangman Adam Page and Moxley is going to shut up, Reb, is going to draw for their All In like they think it's going to.
He's not a real cowboy.
Anxious millennial cowboy.
Is he going to ride in on a horse again?
God only knows. Maki Ito should have been in that Anarchy Arena match. She's the queen of GCW. See, look at us. That was so fun. And right after that, I gave him our business card.
Get in here for a picture, bruv.
Yeah, dude, he says that all the time. It's actually kind of cool.
Like, we've all started saying bruv because of him.
It'll be in the dictionary.
I thought it was just a shtick, but no,
no, it's actual slang from his.
Yeah, it's Cockney.
Yeah.
Or Cockney, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, Cockney. Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal is the true cowboy.
An electric bull.
It's a little stiff on that one. That's
what Heath Ledger said.
Okay, well.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, let's move on.
Too much?
Dickie's done. Dickie's done.
You gotta look at topical movie references. All right, Minderz. All right, I'm gonna put overall. How many sugars do you give this whole pay-per-view?
3. I'll do 3.
I'm gonna go with a solid. I'm gonna go with a solid 3 also.
There were matches I enjoyed. There was matches that I didn't enjoy.
It's
so I
better
don't feel
than
like
most of the pay-per-views I've seen the last year.
Yeah, exactly. Because we watch way too many damn pay-per-views. Dickie, he made me watch Clusterfuck.
I just wanted you to watch the one match. It took 2.5 hours.
The one that took 2.5 hours? Yeah. Made me watch Clusterfuck.
I'm gonna.
You got to see Snitsky because he was in that.
I did get to see Snitsky because
I'm gonna just talk about it has probably been made apparent by the way that I have talked about NXT and AEW. I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I don't watch weekly. I just catch what piques my interest. And I truly there's too much wrestling sometimes. And it's just like, come on.
Shadowplay. Double or Nothing, I'll give 4. I was more entertained than a 5 match with WWE PLE card. I get it.
But I can stay awake and watch the WWE PLE.
Right. I always fall asleep at AEW ones. Always.
Is this going to be the new tactic, you think, that they're always going to try to put NXT against the AEW pay-per-views? Do you think that's going to be their new... Like, they saw how this one worked out, so... Which I'd be curious to see, because, I mean, you got to measure buy rates versus how many people were streaming on Peacock. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, but I think that's what's going to benefit them is it's like, brother, Peacock subscription, let's go.
Right, exactly. And plus, when you think about it, Peacock subscription is what?
$5.99.
$5.99.
Like starting at, you can get the ad version for whatever it is.
Yeah, but then you get like AEWs, and it's $50 every pay-per-view. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that every month. It's not happening.
Economy.
Not with this inflation. Are you kidding me?
If Tony wants to float me a loan, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, can Tony give us a loan? That would be great.
I watched the clip. I watched the clip the other day of the Greek Freak. Let's go.
Well, it's like right now I'm on the kicker of watching ECW from back when it was Eastern Championship Wrestling.
Oh, it's so funny to me that you're doing that.
Right? But, oh man, it's interesting.
We don't get Peacock in Ireland, but with the VPN, I changed that.
Smart man. Smart man.
International viewers have it better because do they still have network?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, God, I miss network. God, I miss network.
Do you know you can't find the Mick Foley when the Cheap Pops? I can't find it anywhere, and I want to watch it again.
I'm going to tell you what irritates me is that you can't find Raws anywhere. Like, there's a bunch of Raws that I want to rewatch for review purposes, because we do that on Spot Show a lot. But it's like half of them are gone off Netflix. It's like, it's so weird. It's so weird.
I think they're
Doesn't
still on
Peacock
Peacock,
still
though.
have it? I think they're still
No,
on
they're
Peacock.
gone. They're gone. All the Raws are off
Oh.
Peacock. Yeah. I may need to get a VPN. If no.
You might need to get a VPN.
I was like, I need to see The Undertaker when he came back in 2000.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I wanted to behind the curtain. I wanted to do a review of the first Raw after the draft, but couldn't do it.
Was that
Couldn't
the
do it.
one that had Hunter against Jericho and Stephanie, or was that?
No, that was the actual draft.
That was the
itself.
day of the draft. Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe if we do something New Year's Day, 2026, I think we need to do a watch along with the Raw Bowl. January 1st, 1996. 30 years ago.
30
They competed
years
for the
ago.
Steve Lombardi Trophy.
Damn. Starting to feel really old, Reb. This isn't cool.
Don't drop your channel out sub like a Vince Russo poll match.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mad Bash Studios, madbashstudios.com, brother. Find all
we
our
love
links.
Shadowplay. We love Shadowplay. But yeah. All
He's
right.
our favorite Irish listener.
He is. All right.
Minderz, I think we've covered everything.
I think we have two. Oh,
So
did we talk about Raw at all?
We talked a little bit.
Okay.
We talked about the fun parts, Finn specifically.
Finn.
And
Finn
his
Balor.
shooting.
Vikingo, though, attacked Gable.
Well, Gable attacked him first.
That's true.
Then Gable. Well, they got a match at Worlds Collide.
They
Gable
do.
and
Yeah,
Vikingo.
did you guys talk about that? How WWE kind of screwed the pooch a little bit?
No, we haven't talked about it yet.
If you want to slip that in real quick before we get off here, WWE
Let's do
fucked
it.
up. Do you
Let's
guys
do
know
it.
about this?
Fill us in.
Reb, you know, right?
I think so. Oh, no, we're talking about the same thing.
Vikingo versus El Grande, or no, Chad Gable. Sorry, they're advertising it for the title, so they kind of spoiled that the title
Alberto's
might
not
be
the champ?
dropping. That Alberto will be dropping. Yeah.
So are they rescinding the contract for Alberto then, or
Who knows? I don't know. I haven't really. I just saw a headline. I just call me Dicky Headlines over here. Sub.
Dicky
Thank you
Headlines.
so much. MadBashStudios.com, everyone.
Yeah.
Bash the
Definitely.
rail. We
We'll,
appreciate it.
we'll put the thing on the
WWE
podcast
still
on the
owes-
pod notes too when we
Hell
drop
yeah.
it.
Appreciate that.
Well, that's better than what
WWE
Billy
still
Gunn was
owes
doing.
me I know. Billy Gunn is up to almost $16,000 or over $16,000 that he owes me now
For a box meet and greet.
for a meet and greet that I never got.
See, at least I got my refund from Sean Waltman like the day of.
Yeah.
So we have no heat.
Well, again, we're not 100% sure if it was my fault or Billy's fault, but I'm blaming Billy.
Oh, that's funny.
Can you blame
That's
the
funny.
lowlifes? Because they were his tag team partners. So
Yes, of course I do. Hey, Shadowplay's not wrong there, though.
he is definitely not wrong.
He is in
So
better shape now.
When I snuck backstage to AEW, Billy Gunn was the first one I saw. Maven. I love him.
Oh, shit. All right, Reb, let's get out of here.
All right.
Yeah, we have a post show to cover that's going to keep us
Yeah.
for another.
Might keep us for another hour and a half.
Oh, I'm just going to kind of slunk down to my chair.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining
So
us
tired.
this evening. Dickie, I'm going to see you in about 24 hours, sir. 'cause
Yeah.
you're helping me out.
I will
'Cause-
be there.
Minderz, you're enjoying your vacation, so you will not be doing the independent wrestling shootout tomorrow.
I may be listening, but I will
So-
not be on.
So, Dickie, we're going to basically be looking at your show, Mad
Yes,
Bash
yes.
Wrestling, the Blue Album.
Yes, Saturday, May 31st, this coming Saturday, Mad Bash Wrestling presents the Blue Album. We dropped a little bit of news about that on Spot Shows, so I'll just drop it here as well. Card subject to change. Zach Abstract can no longer make the show, so Kenny Cowlex is without an opponent as of right now, but we're working hard to get him an opponent.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. No
But
no
yeah.
DQ match, the Mad Cow versus Jason Levi. That's going to be a banger.
Yeah, we'll come and see the Mad Cow in a while, so that'll be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about New Version Wrestling is also running that.
That was my
same show.
yep. Little Danville double feature for everyone.
Yep.
2 shows for the price of one, $12
Yep.
at the door.
And then Sunday, All Vermilion Wrestling will be running at Skateland in Danville. I'm going to be doing commentary on that one, so that'll be a good time. So we'll run all that stuff down tomorrow.
Yes, it'll be a good time.
Yeah, and then don't forget the Extreme F and Review podcast every Friday, 9 o'clock a.m. Central Time on Spotify, Audible, and Amazon. We're talking about the April 21st, 2000 episode of ECW on TNN, featuring a bull rope match between Tommy Dreamer and Steve Corino. They kind of went off the rails.
It went way off the rails.
And if I may, Thursday, don't forget, new episode of the Spot Show podcast, where we will be dropping a huge announcement concerning Jumping the Rail and Mad Bash Studios.
Yes, and then we will repeat said announcement on Tuesday.
Yes, for
on
sure.
our stuff, so. But definitely, if you haven't checked out Spot Show or Paid Show for that matter, we definitely encourage you to do it. It's fun. It's almost as fun to be a part of it as it is to listen to it.
Yeah,
Patreon.com/Mad Bash Studios.
If you have our Patreon, you can connect with them on there.
Yes.
Because you're on our liked. So. All right. Are we good?
We are good. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Until next time, for Minderz and for Dickie Wabash, this is Reb reminding y'all, life is hard, work stiff, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.